Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Got me a little fruit cheese. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I'm here in Kentucky. Good morning, good afternoon, good night to wherever y'all at. What's going on, y'all? You know, it has to make sense. What's up to you? I'm flexing. How am I flexing? It got to make sense, yo. It has to make sense. I knew I wasn't going to be on time for this delivery. I already knew. Like, as a driver, some stuff you just know. You know when you ain't got the time. You know when you ain't going to make this and make that. I don't care what the dispatcher say. You know. God bless my dispatcher's heart. He's new. Great guy. But he had me, he probably going to see this video. I love you. I do. But he had me load 2 trailers. One in Joliet. Load that. Drop it. That's my trailer. That's this load that I have on my back right now. Then go preload another trailer out of Citgo. Preload that out of Citgo. Drop that. Take this trailer. Come to Kentucky. I don't know where y'all got the time for me to do that at. But I could have told you before I started yesterday that this wasn't gonna work. But I digress. I'm just a driver. Me, dumb truck driver. Don't know nothing. So I pulls in. And I knew my delivery time was at 7 a.m. I got there at 8. Mission Impossible. I got there at 8. I pull on the scale. I walk in. I'm already knowing what she finna tell me, but I just be letting stuff play out. She was like, oh, you gotta drop your trailer, disconnect, which was stupid. I have to pull on the scale, go in the guard shack, get the information, go back out there, disconnect the tractor from the trailer, then go back in there. I said, okay, cool. This y'all where I just live in it. Yeah, Citgo in Chicago on Cicero. So I go back in there. She already on the phone with homeboy. I think they already looked at me on the camera, yo. She got him on speaker. Yeah, told her to come back at 7 a.m. I'm back. Damn, y'all not even finna try to squeeze me in, yo. Just come back. We don't even want to look at you. Just get out. Just get out. I already knew that was gonna happen though. I said, all right, cool. Truck stop, pull down the street. Okay. Call dispatcher. Like, yo, bro, they said 7 a.m. But wait, let's go back. Hold on. Let's go back. I told the lady in the nicest way. I'm always nice when I met these customers. I said, so when did y'all tell him that I had to come back at 7? She was like, yeah, we told him yesterday. Oh, so now I'm hot. Yo, but I never let nobody see it. I said, okay, have a good day. I get to the truck smoking. I'm like, all right, let me get to this truck stop. Woo. I got to park for this one. I call him. I said, well, I text him. I called my other dispatcher, my old dispatcher. Well, he's a terminal manager, but whatever. I said, yeah, they told me to come back at 7 a.m. tomorrow, but they already told him that yesterday. So you let me get on the road knowing that I probably was going to get denied. See what I'm saying? It got to make sense. It has to make sense. I could have told you yesterday I wasn't going to be here. I already knew it. I had to take a 10. I left out at 12:30 this morning to get here. And I got hazmat, so I took 41 all the way down. it's hella train tracks on there, so I gotta stop all the time. But I ain't complaining though. He said just put on there, you get your layover pay. Cool. Make it worth my while. Cause now I'm sitting here at this raggedy ass truck stop eating this. Nah, I got food in the back though. But nah, I'm not about Louisville. But this is what I be saying, yo. Like it be having to make sense, man. It gotta make sense. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. Okay. And I already was a little nervous. What's up, DB? I already was a little nervous coming here anyway because this is my first time. My first time airing off a trailer with nitrogen. Okay. Everything else I've done was pump or the customer do it. No. I gotta call. Oh, I gotta call him back. He just called me. I'll call him back in a minute. I'm gonna laugh. I'm calling him back in a minute. I ain't doing nothing but sitting here. But this is my first time unloading the trailer with nitrogen. Push it off. The product in here is poisonous and it's flammable. And it didn't really rock around too much. She was back there chilling, but I know how to air off. I just never. I'm making you hungry. I just never aired off before, but I know how to do it. So when I started training these guys and gals that come in, the main thing you got to remember with pulling a tanker, whether you're pumping or airing, whatever, slow, right? Because it's pressurized. So at the end of the day, when I'm airing this off, I'm doing nothing but making it a big bomb, pretty much. So I got to watch the gauge, make sure it ain't, overdoing it. But I just wanted to get on here and say that it has to make sense. It has to make sense, y'all. It'll be 4 years I've been driving in December. And I have learned so much, not just from Tanker, but I've learned so much, period. Like, I'm not new to this, bro. If I'm telling you I ain't got the time, I probably don't have the time, you know? And for people that say, oh, I was running 10 hours this day, 11 hours, 14. Listen, I don't want to drive no more than I need to. I do not brag about driving, bro. Putting down miles is one thing. I don't want to drive any longer than I have to. I just don't. Especially when I went to Oregon and I was on recaps. That's slow as fuck. Might as well take a 34. But anyway, if y'all don't get nothing from this video, it has to make sense. Whatever you do in this truck, it has to make sense. Left out at 12 a.m. I'm rolling. I'm gone. And I knew I wasn't going to get here in time. I knew it. I ain't pull over or nothing. Drove all the way here. And I said, I guarantee you amount of money that they're going to deny me. And surely enough, they denied me. Now, I'm not mad about it because you're late. If you late, you late. It's the same thing if you've been to Exxon in Chicago. Pay for being. You will sit there. Facts. Had loaded, but and then they on Eastern time. I'm on Central, so it's like it's a whole thing. They don't care about excuses. All they know is 7 a.m. came and you weren't here. Can't be mad about it. Go to the truck stop down the street, sit down there. But I guarantee you, at 6:57, I'm pulling up. I'm on the scale by 7 o'clock. I'm walking in. I'm like, yo, lady, I'm back. Let's get this party started so I can go home. Shoot, have me wake up early for nothing. But we're not going to complain. They paid me layover, or they're paying me layover. I'm going to make a little note of that. You could just sit here and get nothing. So that's that. Yeah, SmackDown, it is what it is, man. It happens. It happens. It would have been the same thing if I broke down. Because I remember I was going to Exxon. Like I said, Exxon is very strict. The brake chamber was fucked up on that trailer. Shit was sparking back there. I pulled on the side of the road. At the end of the day, I was late. They don't care nothing about that. We'll get to you when we get to you. Man, they ain't get to me till 8 hours later. I closed my curtains. I went to bed. Somebody knocked on my door. Hey, Andrews. All right, cool. Let's go. I'm not sitting around no seat waiting. No. But I'm about to get off here. I got to call my homeboy back, see what he talking about. Y'all have a better day than I'm having. I'm going to be in Houston, not this week. No, next week is my birthday. So the week after that, the week of the 20th, I'm going to be in Houston in the Deer Park area so I can get certified to start training. I got to get my truck ready because it is not ready at all. It is for me and me only. But if you're interested in a tanker, come to Andrews. They a cool company. Every terminal is different. So I might love it here and you might hate it. I might make decent money. You might make great money. Better than me. I don't know. All I know is I like the job. Learned a lot. They cool people. But this got to stop. This right here, this time management, this got to stop, yo. Like, I could have stayed in the bed with my girl. I could have been laying down, eating bacon or something. Nigga, I told you I was not going to make it. But sometimes you got to just be in the wrong to prove a point. So, appreciate it. I'll holler at y'all whenever I make another video. Y'all be safe.